All right, and hey everybody, this week I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite exercises to help strengthen and lengthen your hip flexors. Specifically, the muscle group is going to be the adductors. Adductors in our lives tend to get short, underused, and because of this, this inhibition of the muscles in our daily lifestyle and in our exercise and working out, it doesn't allow our core to fully function, work, and express itself as a synergist in the body in connecting the legs to the arms. So I'm going to take you through something we call horse pose. It's one of my favorite exercises. I do this, if not once, several times a day, and I've seen tremendous growth when it comes to my hip flexibility, my hip length, my hip and leg strength, as well as my overall connection to my core. So I like to have all clients, any athletes I work with, do this exercise regularly until they kind of wrap their heads around what it means to have a strong horse, and to then look at how it carries over to their sport, their training, their overall health, strength, and stability in their body. So best way to set up for a horse is you want to take a wide stance, all right? I take my hands wider than my shoulders, a place where I would comfortably go into a deep sumo squat. All right, now as a beginner, for the first 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, I'll say, you always want to start with toes out. Once you've been doing horse for about, again, that 6 to 12 month window, you're going to start to bring them straight. But for today, we're going to show them at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, or 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So from the side, all I do is I'm going to send my hips back. All right, I'm going to descend towards the floor without changing the angle of my spine. The biggest thing that happens is folks end up being like a table facing the ground. You want to be at a 45-degree angle with your spine the whole time. You're going to descend until your elbows connect inside your knees, and then you're there. It's the sweet spot. You're going to start to press your legs onto your arms, about 80% pressure. And then you breathe. Now you'll know this is working if your whole body feels like it's working to support the position. Check in with your low back. Make sure you have an arch. You want to avoid tucking underneath. So the whole time, arch on the low back, elbows inside the knees, and then I'll show you from the front, my knees press out. All right, so even though my legs are pushing on my arms and my upper body is resisting, my knees are always working to widen a little bit more. So you do this for anywhere from 4 to 12 breaths. All right, and then all you do is you stand up, take your feet a little wider, and you just practice a lateral lunge, keeping this foot grounded and making sure that this front knee doesn't travel too far forward. And that's it. That's my movement this week. This is a horse pose or horse stance. I encourage you, see if you can do it every other day for a month. What I want you to notice is get in touch with how your horse gets stronger, more stable. Notice how your transverse abdominis, which is this barrel-shaped muscle I mentioned in the blog post, notice how it gets better at functioning. Okay, and then see how this carries over to your training, your squats, your deadlifts, your running, your jumping, your swimming. This is an all-around strengthener and lengthener of the tissue. So I really want you to play with it, learn from it, and bring it into your own daily practice. Thanks.